to Dr. Social Programs. In this video, I would like to answer the question what we should be careful about not to get disappointed later on. At this Dr. Social Programs, in the first half, I would provide you the outline of one carefully selected question. In the latter half, I would provide you deeper answer than anywhere else, and at the ending scene, I would post the day's summary in writings. If you are ready, let's start. We are all familiar with the newly elected New York Representative George Santos. After he was elected, so many false information was found about his background, including his ancestry, sports career, education, employment, charity work, properties, and crimes of which he says he was a victim. Objectively thinking, if this happened with a certain merchandise we purchase, we would return it, claiming that the merchandise is totally different from what it claims to be. However, it is not happening with Mr. Santos, who himself is clearly saying he won't quit unless he is forced to. I would like to answer the question why this kind of disappointing incident happens so often today. If you are interested in this kind of questions, please click the channel logo not to miss the next episode. And now, why do we see so many disappointments today? There are two main answers. One is because today is the age of digitalization. Digital is a way we express situations only by bits and pieces of clear whole number, ignoring the fraction or smaller than the whole number. While analog is a way to express things by providing all the information, including small fractions. So, in short, digital is an expression of things only by using representatives of a real thing. In a way, it is an image of what the thing really is. And in such a digital age in which all the information is just a part of what things really are, we must make a judgment based only on the image of the person, not knowing who he really is to other people close by, or family, or other people. We do not know what kind of person who really is, because the information provided for us is just a part of what he really is. And we also understand things based only on what we already know or what we are familiar with. For example, when someone was an active gang member and later on becomes priest, we automatically take it that he truly reformed himself from his negative gang past, and we can trust him as a person all the way who converted himself to be teaching Christianity now. In other words, we understand things only by putting it into a few categories we already have. And most of us are not open to new categories we are not familiar with already. For example, I am saying that youngster turned priest can still be on the same mentality of when he was a gang member, only doing things in a different way by using the cover of being a priest. He could be as ambitious as he was, but he is doing that only by using his new, different image. If you are interested in this kind of discussions, please click that channel logo. And one other thing is, today is becoming the age of more women-centered. In capitalistic society, those who actually buy things are more evaluated, and in general, who purchase things are women. So they have more says, direct or indirect, in this capitalistic society. As a result, our public opinions are formed more by feminine views, and females do have natural inclination to judge things emotionally. I'm saying when there are two candidates for one position, one is very honest, diligent, and kind to other people, but ugly, while the other is very handsome without substances. Female tend to choose that handsome one based on his good superficial impression and higher sex appeal. So, when we judge things or persons, that judgment is done based on digitalized partial information by having only limited scenarios available, which tend to be more on superficial impression and sex appeal rather than what he is really capable of and what and who he really is. And the reason why Mr. Santos was elected was based upon the mixtures of all these weaknesses of ours in judging things or persons. So, getting back to our original question, what we should be careful about not to get disappointed, everything comes down to one thing, which is things happen at the actual site. We should choose things which will work appropriately as we expected at the actual scenes. So, in case we elect some politician, we better take into consideration what kind of person he or she really is to those close by. We should also look at his accomplishments, and we must be careful about whether that person is fair and impartial, not being nice only to his or her friendly circles. So, as a professional, when I hear so many staff members are quitting in certain politicians' office, such as Kamala Harris, I would suggest we should at least think about the possibility of her being not nice to others in reality. If you like this kind of deep discussions, I would appreciate your subscribing to this channel by clicking that channel logo now, and also your support by clicking the likes you see below the screen to keep me going. This is it. Thank you for watching, and even if today may have been a hard day to some of you, I'm wishing you a peaceful night wherever you are watching this video on this same small planet Earth. Okay, see you next time. Bye-bye.